Hello there. Please do come closer. I promise I won't bite. I do have to admit, for the sake of full disclosure, however, that I am 1/8 shark on my father's side. However, my Mer lineage always seems to win out when it comes to nibbling on humans. So you have nothing to fear. I've seen quite a few humans. 7 up close to be exact. And I will say that I think you're by far the loveliest example I have seen. What's your name? That's quite an unusual name, isn't it? Though I suppose all human names are a bit unusual for me. My name? I don't think you'd be able to pronounce it. You see, we mermaids have a double tongue, so we're able to, shall we say, communicate in an entirely different language. However, I've always liked the name Persephone, so I would love for you to call me that, if you don't mind. Wonderful. I've seen you walking here along the grove the past several nights. Is this your first time to the Neverland Lagoon? Oh, it is. So you just arrived a week ago. Well, quite a few people visit Neverland each year, or so I'm told. But very few pique my interest the way that you have. I'm not keeping you from anything, am I? Oh, lovely. I'd hate to think that someone was waiting for you and I was stealing away your attention. Well, please come have a seat. I've prepared this nice moss-covered rock for you. It's very soft. There, isn't that better? On warm nights, I like to come and sit on this rock myself. But it's a bit chilly this evening, isn't it? I have to admit that I did beckon you over for a reason in particular. You see, I've never quite gotten around to speaking to a human. And I've always been fascinated by various aspects of your culture. I have a collection, actually. Socks and shoes, anything to do with feet, really. Though I do have a nice little collection of tights and stockings, pantyhose, those sort of things. Though I suppose they're more to do with legs than feet, strictly speaking. I collect them when people leave them behind here on the beach, which is more often than you'd think, actually. I have quite a vast assortment of sandals, but I noticed that your shoes are quite lovely. I was wondering if I might be able to exchange something for them. I have quite a few things to choose from, if you would like to see them. Oh, good. Alright. Well, I happen to have this box here. It's full of various treasures that I've collected throughout the years that I don't have much use for anymore. So let's have a look. Everything in this is in this box right here. It's an enchanted box, and only air from my lungs can open it. In order to do so, I must blow slightly here. And there it is. It opened for me just as it's designed to do. It is a beautiful box, isn't it? It's crafted from driftwood, coral, a variety of other things. It's by far my favorite box. I have quite a few of them back home. Let's take a look at the first item I'd be willing to trade for your wonderful shoes. I had to keep this particular item in an airtight package because I didn't want it to get wet. See, it's a handkerchief, but not just any handkerchief. If you look closely here, you can see its initials. Those are the initials of Captain Hook. He dropped this off the side of his ship one day as he was sailing past, probably in pursuit of Peter. I snatched it up when I saw that he dropped it, knowing that it was quite a unique and rare item indeed. I have another item as well. This is a jar filled with pixie dust. Now I know for a fact that pixie dust is usually quite hard to come by, but I happen to know one of the fairies who harvests it, and she keeps me a good supply of it. That's why I'm willing to part with this. And even if I didn't have much at all, I'd still be willing to part with it for those wonderful shoes. And then I have another item for you, if you'd like to see it. Wonderful. As you can see, this is a brush. But it's not just any brush. You See, Wendy left this behind when she was last here, many years ago. It was a gift from her, actually. But I have so many brushes as it is, collected from those who visit our beach. You can see it has a beautiful gold gilding on the reverse side, and the bristles make a lovely noise. And you know, now that I have this brush out, I'd like to ask you for another favor. A favor within a favor, if you will. I've always been quite interested in human hair. It's so soft and dry. Do you mind if I just spend a few moments brushing your hair to see what it feels like? Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. Oh, your hair is so lovely. So smooth. You don't mind if I just touch your hair for a little while, do you? Beautiful. It's just as I imagined it would be. Alright, I guess we should be moving on to the next item. This is a lovely piece of leather left behind by a tiger lily. As you can see, it has beautiful beading on it. I believe she was going to use it as a purse. It is quite wonderful, isn't it? last item to show you, if you don't mind. I have this bottle here. It looks like ordinary seawater, but it was actually bottled at the depths of the sea, in the middle of the lagoon, actually here. It's taken from the spring that we have in our palace, Triton's palace. This water is said to be imbued with magical powers that will grant you one wish if you drink it. Though I cannot say if that is true or not, because the effects do not work on mer people, only humans. And I've never had the chance to give it to you, a human, because I've never deemed any of them worthy of it, except for you. I think you are quite worthy of this, if you choose this from my box. So have you made your decision as to what you'd like from this box? Oh, what a wonderful choice. Yes, of course you may have it. But only in return for your shoes, of course. They are such lovely slippers, aren't they? I was surprised that you were willing to part with them, actually. I have an entire closet full of wonderful shoes in my house down below. I know that I'll never get a chance to wear them, unless I go see Ursula the Witch, of course, who's granted that ability to many mermaids. But I enjoy being who I am and what I am. I haven't seen much of the world, however, not as much as I like. And that is the drawback of being a mermaid. I have family who lives in Wonderland Lake who've invited me to come and visit them, but it's quite a swim. All right, here's your item. And now I'll have your shoes. Thank you so very much. Well, you have to go so soon. Oh, that's quite all right, I understand. Please do come and visit again, though. I'm not allowed to surface when the moon is full, but any other evening you'll probably find me here. With my box. And if you have any more shoes, please feel free to bring them by. I'd be happy to trade another item with you. Lovely. Well, you have a good evening. I'll see you soon, hopefully.